Hello, my name is Rich. I use the he, him pronouns, and you're watching my YouTube channel where I play amazing tabletop role-playing games with friends. I'm sad to say that we are at the penultimate session of our quarterly of Apocalypse World Burned Over, set on the planet of Jakku, uh, which we were going to learn a little bit of history about Jakku. I don't know if it's canon. It's our history now. A little history of Jakku very soon. But we have been playing Apocalypse World Burned Over, which is a hack of Apocalypse World Second Edition made by the original designers, Vincent and McKay Baker. It's pretty cool, and it works relatively well for Star Wars. So let's go around the horn and do a brief reminder of our wonderful scavengers here on Jakku. We're going to start in the middle because we never start in the middle. Let's start with Greg. If you could introduce yourself and tell us about your character.
My dastardly plans to always go in the middle. Hi, I'm Greg. I use he, him pronouns. I'm playing All-in Tragic. All-in is the medic. Um,
For now,
for
you're the medic
now,
and also technically the
for
angel.
now. So technically Angel something like that. Um, systems only changed once, twice while we've been playing. Um, yeah, All-in was last seen going out to a this was at Moz's, right? We were kind of joining back
You're at
at where
the crates
at
bait.
the crates bait, where a bunch of New Republic people have shown up, surely not to arrest me or get me in any kind of trouble about drugs that Aza stole and fenced for weapons. Um, yeah, as you do. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. I think I decided not to change playbooks. It's just it's too much work.
Okay.
So as all
Crap,
has been
Jillian, we're
going
supposed to have that
hard,
conversation to finalize, but I think we're
all
good.
good.
I think we're
I
good.
took +1 to hard because Allen's been going hard. Uh he's the medic with the highest combat stat of everybody here. So
Let's jump over to Jolene. Jolene.
Hey,
They do them all?
yes, yes. Uh, I'm Jolene. I'm playing Zola Gull. She is shit. Mirror. She's a near human.
You're yelling.
I forgot. She was the gear cutter. Now she's the brain picker. Speaking of changing playbooks being a hassle. Because, she's dealing with some weird stuff going on, and I don't know, probably being a little bit corrupted. A lot of hard moves led her to this place, and I'm on board for it.
Excellent. Excellent. I'm also on board for it. Kate, you're up next.
Oh, hi, I'm Kay of the She and They Variete, and I'm playing Rero Variasan of the He and They Variete. Our volatile, usually very hot-headed Cathar, who is currently a drunk kitty on top of another kitty, purring. So we'll see how that goes.
Yep. Did not see that scene go in there. Can't wait to see more. And then next up is Stephen.
Hi, my name is Stephen. My pronouns are he, him. I'm playing Maz Vandrix, whose pronouns are also he, him. And Maz is a basilisk who kind of, trades in secrets, but mainly through his food truck called the Crates Bait, where he can find out what people are doing, what's going on, and get the lay of the land. But the lay of the land has been bad for him for the past month or two. He's had his last food truck destroyed. This one's broken down, and he's going to jail.
He sure is. And then if we were to imagine this as a Monopoly board and we saw Moz in jail, then in the little gully or around it would be just visiting. And so Andesh,
Yeah, I'm Anders, he, him. I'm playing Asa Starbreaker, she, her. She is, I almost said native of Jakku, but at least born here. Um, and she's been working to restore, or working, hired Zola Gold to restore this old ship, crashed ship. That's what she thinks is going to make bank for her and her people, the others from her village that was destroyed during the Battle of Jakku. Right now, she's preparing, or she has prepared for a showdown with Nima the Hut. But right now, she's probably going to get in the faces of these New Republic people because they're causing trouble for her friends, allies. Yeah.
Nice. Nice. All right. Let us we're picking up right on the edge of the last session, so I don't think time passes, so we're not going to worry about live day to day. Season two, we may excise that entirely. But do we have any start of session moves otherwise that we do need to kick off? And I think the answer is yes, so I'm making space for it. Let's start from the left-hand side of the character keeper, heading towards the right. What about Asa? Do you have any start of session?
I have ear to the ground, um, so I should probably roll that. So next location of one of my ports of call or other important locations. I'll roll for the Trident camp. That's probably interesting. See what's going on there. I roll plus cool. My cool is 2. I get 12.
Wow.
Uh, which means on a 10 plus, word reaches you that one of the things. There's a great opportunity, or I choose one from the 7 to 9 list. Don't feel like great opportunity makes much sense here. So I'm going to pick something interesting instead. I mean, we all know what trouble is coming my way, so I'll just go for somebody there needs to talk to you and ask the MC who.
I like it. So, yeah, I think you receive a comms like I always played the comm units as also being able to receive text messages. Like I don't know if everybody's okay with that, but it makes things easier. Um, I think it is from Barris, and uh, she informs you first, hey, I need to talk to you. First off, Zola hasn't been here in a while. Um, and we found something weird on this droid, the the astromech droid.
Which droid was that? I don't remember.
Oh, if you head over to, I'm highlighting it so you can pop to it in the Google sheet R46N.
Yeah, I don't remember where it came from.
It came from Zolagol went to the droid fighting pits and rescued it.
Oh yeah.
Or
Cool.
no, Asus rescued it. You rescued it. This was the astromech you stole,
Oh
right?
yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was called something, or it was called something. He was called something different before, right?
No,
Uh,
no. Zola
No.
Zola traded for
okay,
the
so Zola, I
astromech
can't remember who stole the. I'm sorry, I got mixed up.
because
My
it was
my
at the Cult of the Force people, and I said, "Hey, let's trade," and we did. And I'm like, "Hey, you want to come with me, astromech?" And he was like, "Yeah, yeah."
Yeah, okay, cool. So yes, it is from the people who
He was a
are
former pit fighter. I know that much.
yes. Yes, from Tuano. That's right. You brief little pop over to speak with some of the people at Tuano.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one I was involved with was SZ1B, I think.
That's right. That's where we got mixed up. Too many. I can't. I have trouble telling. That's right because SZ1B was the lovable people's champion who lost to Dread.
Hmm.
That's right. Okay,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
yes,
all droids look the same to you, right?
they do. I mean, I don't even serve their kind here. Okay, just so you're aware. But by the way, that was one of my favorite twists of The Mandalorian is that they go to Mos Eisley, walk into the same bar, and it's now run by droid. That's like the greatest twist. That really made me happy. Anyway, uh, yes. So the message you receive from your compatriot Barris is, we found something weird on this R46N in their memory banks. We should probably wipe it. I think it's the safest way. So get here. And that's the message. Sweet. So, Raro, who your name disappeared. Someone has evaporated your name. It was accidentally deleted or something. Weird. Do you have any start of session? Um, no, you don't have any start of session? You just end the sessions. You don't start sessions. Um, Allen, do you have any start of sessions?
I have 6 cents, but I only want to roll it if I can make a miss on it.
No, you should roll it.
All right. I'm gonna roll it. Roll plus sharp. I think I have a sharp of 2. Yeah. Hey, it's a 9. I think that means I get 2. No, hold
Oh,
1.
so it's now you hold one. Yeah. And
I
the
still had
10
1
plus
before.
is a hold 1+1, if I remember correctly, right? No, it isn't. That's a different thing.
Yeah, 10 is hold 3, which is
Yeah.
too much, but that's okay.
Cool. And do you have any more? I don't think you have any more. No. Season 2, the Angel Kit, we're going to do something about that and make it better. Easier to use, easier to put in the character keeper. We'll figure it out. Oh man. Hey, that's a cool Tatooine mug, but we're on Jakku.
I
So if you
know.
could
I
get your
know.
Jakku mug, that would be
I
a
don't know where it
preferred.
is. I don't
Uh-huh.
know where it is.
Zola Gold, the brain picker. Do you have any start of session moves?
I have Bonefield, but like we rolled it last time and never came up because she started off lost in the desert and then she just do we want to just carry over last session's hold 1+1 or you want
You
me to
just don't.
re-roll?
Yeah, since you didn't get to use it, sure, we can have it hold over. No other.
No, that's it. I got rid of them.
Oh wow, crazy.
Take that
What?
previous playbook.
Cool. And then, what about our wonderful Moz? Do you have any start of session?
Moz has two. The first is wealth. I don't think it'll apply much. It's, how much money is my venue generating, but I'm going to roll that. So that's with hard, I think. Hard or cool. Hard. Okay. And I roll, and that's an 8. And what that means is it has all of its surpluses, but has a want, which is my wants are right now, uh, drama and shifting patronage. So I'll have to cross one of those off and get another one. And then the other start of session move I have is ears to the walls, which is
All right, your lawmaker move. I'm so excited to see this in play.
see what that looks like. So that is a 6. Um, hold one anyway. Um, and it's ask,
During the
someone.
session, spend your hold to name a
Yeah.
person who's living in or visiting your holding. Ask what they're up to right now. Cool. Don't forget to mark sharp. You did? Okay. For all your beginning of sessions, for folks who rolled it, don't forget to mark that particular stat. And here we go. We go with a little. We're going to kick off with a thing that I'm very excited about. That is 46 seconds long. So, I'm thinking of the framing. I think what we pick up with is the New Republic soldiers, the LAAT transport has evidently already landed back in Nema Outpost. All Trazic and Maz Vandrix are escorted. You're not roughed up, but they are very firm as they escort the two of you into the brig, um, the building in the medical facility that you vacated. They've pulled you back and set up a makeshift brig for the two of you until you can be processed. And it is sparse. There is a void tube, which we now know from The Mandalorian is the name for a turlet in Star Wars parlance. I'm going with the idea that they just kind of sectioned off a part of the um, med the clinic, that's the word I was looking for, and set up these four screens. So you can see that little hum, you can not see the hum, you can see the little uh like the little energy, right? But so you go, it's going to zap you a little bit. They've left a bench and the void tube area. They've cleared everything out of the way. This is your makeshift prison. Um, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's a little Star Trekky, but it's New Republic. They've got cool tech. I'd love to get like this is a silent. I imagine we like cold open silent. You guys are thrown in. There's no direct dialogue, and then some music plays over for a brief time elapse for the two of you. And if you could just give me what is the general actions that we see you take several hours are passing. Asa, we see you, we cut back to you, and you're either arguing or giving someone what for. Um, but you feel free to jump in. But what do we see from Maz Vandrix during the first few hours of your imprisonment, speed dilated to show in our montage during the music?
I think Maz just sits there a little bit stunned at first. We see that sad look. And then Maz gets up and walks over to Olin and says, only one of us has to go down for this. Um, and I didn't do it, and you didn't do it, but I owe you. So, and whenever I say something, don't contradict me. And you do better out in the world. You do more good.
Maz, do you know what the sentence is for drug running in the New Republic?
I don't know that it makes a difference.
They're going to put us at the bottom of a very deep hole.
But that's the point. There doesn't need to be an us. Did you do it? Did you run the drugs?
Oh, but
So there we go.
just thinking that there might be a third option here.
Yeah,
Yeah, but where
that'd
none
be
of us
great.
go.
What's that?
Olin's like looking around because there might be somebody listening. There's definitely somebody listening, right?
Oh, you are 100%.
Ah.
They are eavesdropping all the drops.
Just maybe follow my lead. Don't contradict me.
The plan.
Sorry, what was that?
What's your plan?
My brother's connected. think I think if we reframe this as an intelligence operation, we might be able to get out of it.
You see Maz kind of thinking about that. And I think in part of the rest of the montage you said, um, Maz is over, at the edge of the, cell and, trying to see if there's anybody else in here. Um, I think this is too small for there to be more than just us. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is very panopticon in that they've just scooted everything out of the way where there was a void tube, threw a bench down, and set up a couple of force screens to be your effective prison. You are very on display. In fact, if you use the bathroom at the void tube, there are New Republic soldiers who are milling in and out as they've set this up as a base station who are within meters of you and will be able to watch you. Um, the Nautilin Corporal Hope Turner, she walks in to the room holding a data pad, like a comms data pad. You can see the little set of antenna on top of it. And she presses a button and the force screen drops and she walks up to the edge, but actually doesn't walk inside and says, Lieutenant Trazik, this is a message for you, sir.
Allen reaches out and grabs it, takes a look at it. Oh no.
Olin, Olin, Olin. Now, you were always Ma's favorite. The good son who didn't get caught up in all this mess. What happened? I know it's tempting to make a few credits in the margins of the New Republic, and I know that you ain't the only one. But you know that thinking like that's how you end up with a bounty on your head. Now, trust me, I've seen it happen more than once. I'm just glad I'm not the one who had to take you in. Cooperate with the investigation and I'll see what strings I can pull on my end. Force knows enough people owe me that I should be able to make sure you don't end up working in the Carthan chop fields alongside the imps. Keep your nose clean, little brother. See you when I see you.
And it's played out loud. So Corporal Hope Turner hears this. And she just waits as she reaches her hand out like she expects you to give the data pad back.
Allen hands the data pad back. What more do you need?
If you're willing to sign a statement, Lieutenant, then we can proceed.
Just want to be clear, the force field is down right now, right?
Yes, it is. She's a corporal who knows the regs, but also has a soft heart. Are you going to punish her for that by escaping?
Is she armed?
Yes, she is armed. She has a New Republic light blaster pistol at her side.
So Allen still has his hands on the data pad. He's gonna pull on it really hard to throw her off balance and reach for her blaster.
Amazing. This sounds like you're attacking someone. Please.
Yeah, okay.
Do you, I mean, if you were trying to engage a different move, let me know and we can talk it through, but you're pretty good at attacking folks. You're quite hard.
I am. I think.
And by that, I mean your stat is a +3. Just to be clear.
Yeah. I suppose, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to do like S harm. I'm not actually trying to like hurt her. More in like intimidate her. Okay. Plus hard, yeah.
Nah.
That's a 9.
I would like to back Allen's play.
Yes.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
So, my HX with Allen is a 2. Oh, that is a 5.
Wow.
Yep.
OMG. That is great. Like how you tell me what is it that Moz messes does he just like bumble over them? Does he trip? Does he actually just make things go from like over escalate? All was looking to knock her out and it gets worse. What do you imagine? I'll put this in your delicate hands.
Yeah, whenever Olin makes a rush, just like the two of them are right there at the edge. Maz makes a run for it out as a distraction, so that the rest of the guards that are, the rest of the Republic soldiers that are outside pay attention to him and not Olin.
Awesome. Yeah, you overplay the hand, you've drawn the attention. This went from a quick like spy like knock her out type deal to bust it out. Sounds great. You will definitely draw the attention of some New Republic soldiers because again, they made this into like a home base. This is a very dangerous thing you're doing. All you do have still a 7 to 9 result.
What does 7 to 9 do on
That is a
attack
great
someone?
question. So when you attack someone on a 7 to 9, choose one. So you're gonna inflict harm as established. She's totally taken unaware by this. As far as she knew, you were a good person who made one bad decision. So she's not attacking back. You get to choose one. You can inflict terrible harm, seize hold of something, name it, you have definite hold of it, get them out of your way, knock them down, drive them away, fight past them, impress, frighten, or dismay, or pin them down. They're immobilized, cornered, or boxed in and can't move freely.
I'm just gonna seize hold. I'm definitely getting her blaster.
Okay.
Um, and as quickly as I can, I like get her out of the way, and then I'm taking a shot at the force field generator thing. Whatever's
Oh,
keeping the prison cell a prison cell. Taking a shot at
interesting.
that.
Yeah, the emitters on the outside
Yeah.
that they form the little box. That sounds awesome. Yeah, you do that, it boom. That's fine. Not even a roll. You do the thing. Maz, you burst out of this smaller room and you see that there are 3 New Republic soldiers who just heard a blaster shot and the yell from the corporal, right? Because you cold cocked her before you grabbed her blaster pistol. And so there are 3 New Republic soldiers and also Asa Starbreaker. So you've been filling out a number of forms. And you've also given a statement and affidavit, and there is so much bureaucracy here, Asa. You have been working personally with Lieutenant Bichelle, and he has been pretty forthright with you, explaining things. He seems to be pretty comfortable with the bureaucracy here. And you were aware that a message came in for Allen. He asked the corporal to take the data pad in to share it with Allen Trazic. A few moments passed, and then you hear a blaster shot. Lieutenant Bichelle is sitting at like a little like what are those you could fold up table type deals right near you when Maz bursts in and there are a couple of other New Republic soldiers. He's doing a breakout. What is Asa's reaction?
I
uh,
want to
Oh,
I want to mention you
yeah,
have an HS question for me.
yeah, that's exactly what I
Oh,
was going for.
perfect.
So I think, ooh, I'm not. I want to do one of the where I actually ask you how we're doing something. Um, yeah, I think like what I do is like kick the lieutenant down and then just the question I'm going for with Moz is what's our next step? Let's make a plan together for what comes next for us. But I think this is just getting the lieutenant out of the way and just Moz, what do you need? Uh, yeah.
Um, Olin's coming, uh, and we need to clear the room. And Maz barrels into. You said there were 3 people out here, 3 of the rebel troopers. barrels into one of the other rebel troopers.
Amazing. So, yeah, it's obvious. Aza, you've got Maz's back. You guys are going to try to roll up on these dudes. Alan Trazik has a blaster pistol. You see the door is wide open, Alan, and Maz has just slammed his big basilisk form into one of the new. We hear a Wilhelm scream from the guys that get slammed into a wall, and we cut away from the fight right as it begins. Okay. Quick poll. Do we want to go to a happy scene after that fight? Or do we want to go to a less than happy scene after that fight? Darkness. I have a
Happy.
vote for darkness. Okay. Cool. So here we go. When last we had seen Zolagol, she was, and I am aware I'm sharing sound, but when last we had seen Zolagol, she was underground, approaching. Ignore these two. They're not really here. They're just for scale, friends. And those are laser swords. Don't worry about it. But she was approaching this Sith temple underground. And just to check in, levels are okay. Music isn't louder than me. Okay, good. And you had opened this holocron you had been carrying. You opened your brain to it, in fact. And I think this is our demarcation of when you shift from being a gear cutter to being a brain picker. As you open the Sith holocron, the device hums to life, its angular sides pulsing with dark energy. Everything fades away around you, replaced by a vision, a vivid, haunting glimpse into the past. You find yourself standing on a verdant, lush world. Somehow you know that this is Jakku as it once was. You're bathed in golden sunlight. Towering trees stretch towards the sky. Rivers of crystal clear water wind their way through the green valleys, and distant cities gleam with life. In the center of it all stands a figure cloaked in shadow. This woman. You know her name, though you've never heard the legend. Darth Nihiriax, the Dark Geomancer. She's adorned in crimson robes, and her face once obscured by a hood. Her arms are outstretched, hands weaving intricate patterns in the air as if commanding the very elements. You feel some kind of force bending to her will, not with the subtlety that you've heard Jedi use, but with the raw, violent force of a storm. Around her, the winds of Jakku howl unnaturally, and the ground begins to quake. Nihiriax is drawing on Jakku's natural energies, pulling them from the very soil, the rivers, and the sky itself. You witness the life force of the planet pour into her. The trees wither and crumble into dust. The rivers evaporate into steam, and the skies turn dark as swirling crowds gather above, crackling with unnatural lightning. The vision shifts. Now you're above the planet, watching as a monstrous force storm forms, consuming everything in its path. It's as if the very essence of Jakku is being sucked dry, leaving behind a wasteland of sand and death. Through the storm, you hear her voice, a whispered incantation carried on the wind, barely audible over the chaos she is unleashing. From the roots of the earth, from the rivers that flow, I bind this world to my will, its power to grow. Stars shall tremble, skies will break, all life shall wither, for my thirst I take. Her words twist the force, making it heavier, darker. Neriak's eyes glow with a malevolent, unnatural light, her expression consumed with greed for power. She seeks not just power over the planet, but something far more profound: immortality. By draining the life essence of Jakku and harnessing it through her dark geomancy, you know she believes she will ascend beyond the limitations of the flesh, becoming one with the dark energies of the universe. But as the storm reaches its apex, there is a sudden shift. Storm spirals out of her control. Neriak's grasp falters, and a wild surge of energy backlashes against her. The sky screams as her ritual collapses, and the planet breaks beneath the storm's fury. Jakku is left barren and dead, a lifeless husk where once there was vitality. Her gamble for eternal life has failed. In that moment of ruin, you hear her final words, barely a whisper now, carried away on the violent wind. I was denied the stars. Her voice fades as the vision draws to a close. As you know, the planet lies in ruins, an eternal desert of swirling sand. The holocron pulses one last time, and the image of Darth Nihirax, standing amid the destruction she wrought, lingers in your mind. What do you do?
Do I have to hold it together? Feels like I'm under a lot of stress right now. Because
Sure.
also, let's not forget, look at my damage wheel.
You're
If I
near
don't get
death.
stabilized, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah, yeah. I think it knocks you to your knees. I think you realize that out here, down here, you're doomed.
Oh joy. So yeah, definitely feel like I need to act under fire.
Let's see it.
Try to hold myself before all of the emotions, all of the anger and hate, I guess would be. Feels like there's a lot of that going on. Yeah, there's a 4. There's a 4. You're muted.
I was blaming my mug for the bad rolls.
That's a fail in case you're unaware.
I prefer the term miss.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's a miss.
Same difference.
Technically you're exactly right. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, look,
On a
I
miss,
knew it would be good.
Oh, I just since we're getting technical, let me read this part of the move. On a miss, be prepared for the worst. Yeah. Yeah. So I think uh
Am I gonna get partially possessed? That'd be fun.
oh, that sounds delightful. Yeah, I think you try to hold it together. It knocks you to the ground. You feel something seeping into you, and you hear the low rumble of something very large moving within that temple. So, Goal, you realize that you are not alone. Your body, though still very, very weak, um, please bark one more harm as it's gotten worse. You're now at an 11.
Yeah. So I got to roll a hard move now, right?
Well, no, actually, I think I'm going with the if you don't get
Okay.
stabilized, it's going to get worse. So it's just one of
Okay.
those where you're
Gotcha.
bleeding out.
Gotcha.
Um, and yes, you are at 11 o'clock. The clock only goes to 12.
Yep.
And at 12, your life becomes untenable.
Uh-huh.
And you hear in your mind, I awaken. What is this ugly green form? Weak. Of course you're weak. That is how I will subsume you. Give in. Zola, that is your name. Give in to me. I will let you witness what we will wreak and reap. Give in, or you will die.
Can I use in-brain puppet strings on this entity?
You can try. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Because it's also like in my brain now. So, but
Oh,
we definitely
goodness.
have time together.
It's true. It's very
There's
intimate.
there's a 7. Wow. Thank God for +3 weird.
I think
All right. On a 7 and 9, I hold 1. I didn't really read the move, but I thought
what's your psi
thematically that's
rating now? 2?
yeah.
That's pretty rough. You've got a nice
Mm-hmm.
little stick to try to hit. And yeah,
All
you
right, yeah.
feel
I mean, I guess I can should spend that hold immediately because like we're in this to we're in this together. You are not. You are not gonna control me.
do you tug on the string so that she knows?
Yeah. Yeah. I may be
Hmm.
weak, but I'm the one that survived.
Well, I have been alone with only my pet for so long. Would you like me to heal you, Zola? It is not beyond my power.
If we're gonna share this together, it would benefit you too.
Ask me. Ask me to heal you, Zola Gold.
Will you heal me?
the temple starts to shake, and you hear the sound of sand starting fissures, and you may heal yourself to 6 o'clock. She now has one hold on you.
All right.
Raro. Uh, we cut away from that uh, bit of darkness to something a bit lighter as you, drunk, have tackled your kitmate, Kinnem. Um, you're laughing, I think. Like,
Yeah, I think there was like some giggles and just purring, like just like and at first it was like shaky because it was like a sound that had not been made in so long. As it rumbles kind of out of his chest, and his arms are just as wrapped as tightly around this other person on the I don't I guess the question is for you, Rich. Is he like half bent over like the speeder bike, like that, or
I'm
is
kind of
he
imagining that it's
ground?
like you tackled and he had turned around on the speeder bike to try to catch, thinking he was going to throw you off, but you came faster, harder than he expected. So he's like lying back on the speeder bike and you're on
Okay, yeah.
top of him type deal,
Yeah.
right? And you yanked off the helmet. His face was enraged, and then you hug him and
Then start purring.
start purring, and he's stiff until finally you feel his clawed hand draw along the back of your head as he pets you in a way that you guys never, I don't think you ever were allowed to do.
No, probably not.
But he scratches at the base of your neck. You are drunk.
Mm.
Our minders would have flogged you.
I found you. I got drunk to find you, and I found you.
I always knew where you were, fool.
I thought you were dead. And then like there's like a real awkward pause for a minute, and then the purring starts again, and like the clutch tighter.
No thanks to you. You left us.
I'm sorry.
Are you?
I think so. Everything's a little.
Like he kind of like like scruffs you for a little bit and pulls your head back. You think so? This better be the whatever cheap ale you were drinking speaking. You had best be sorry.
Just wine. Just wine. Just wine. Not cheap.
What am I going to do with you?
I am wondering if at this point a little friend shows up. Was supposed to be keeping up.
Oh yeah, he's there.
Oh, he's there.
Uh
He's just watching.
yeah, he's just watching. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
love it.
there's no show up. There's a you look around and he's like doing the lean against the wall thing of like, boy, I didn't expect this type deal.
Yeah, I don't think Rero notices. That was just a K curiosity. Because Rero's too focused, and he gets the scruff. And wow, he's drunk. I think he like bares his neck, like in like a supplication kind of like sibling, like you won the play fight kind of vibes.
Anabi will kill you. She will kill you.
Mm? No, 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 no. No. Mm-mm.
It's good to see you happy. Even
You've
though,
been watching me?
of course, I've been watching you. Big oaf.
That makes, and I think like his hands are like, so Kinnem could not let this happen, or he can't let this happen because I think Raro's hands are too fumbly to like stop him if he tried to stop him. But I think he puts his hand against his chest where it's clear his heart is beating a little faster, and the purring is like welling up again at this idea that Kinnem was watching him.
Hmm. He doesn't stop you.
Mhm. I found you. That was a great shot, by the way.
Thank you. There's a New Republic everywhere. We should hide.
Mm, okay. Have you had sex? Sex is great. And kisses. And he just like this like big, dumb, stupid smile.
No. Are we bringing your little minder?
Oh, yeah. They're mine right now. They're jealous that I had, and this is like he's trying to whisper, but he's drunk. They're jealous that I had sex with someone else and kisses. So full on, Kara can hear this.
Yeah. And Chikara does the like, I'm not affected by this. I roll.
They're a great warrior. She, and like I think he like pulls down part of his thing to show off a scar on his body that Jakara had put there. They're like sloppily getting to their like feet slash off each other a little. Although he's still like limpet hugging Kinnem.
Mm-hmm. Like rubs a hand over the scar. It's a little intimate. You shouldn't show your weakness. There's no pride in scars. That's when you failed.
Not my pride, it's Jakara's pride. But my mark's on them too.
Kenna looks up. Jakara does not show off scars.
Yeah, Jakara does not.
Are you able to ride?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like acrobatic flip over, like throwing leg over you to saddle up on speeder bike, and expects you to hold on to him.
Yeah. And I was already hanging on like a limpet anyway, so continues. I think even through like the acrobatic flip we see is like Raro is moved through it and like has like that drunk fluidity, like where your body just kind of goes with it.
Drunken Master, I love it. That's great. That's great. Jakara says, I'll get my bike. And
It's
Kinnem
not.
says, like, slides his Crixus helmet back on, and then
And I think as they're going to leave, Raro's like, actually, they're not my minder. They're technically working for me right now.
good. What are you doing? He asks as you guys are zipping along. In that, only in movies can people have full length
Yeah,
conversations while
conversations while
going
on the movie.
600 miles per hour over the sand dunes.
Well, I was looking for you, and for the others, I did hear that an Abi's ruling a planet, and if any others were alive, I was gonna find out. And then I am going to war with Nima.
Why? What do you get out of it?
Nima wants me dead.
Then just
I
leave.
embarrassed her.
You embarrassed her and left her alive? You're soft.
No.
You hear the light whine of another speeder bike as Jakara has, and I imagine Jakara's speeder bike, while Kinnem's Crixus Tane's is one that is got the low rumble and it's a more like a Harley. I think that Jakara's is like a little bit of a like a Kawasaki. It's like a crotch rocket. It's like one of those like very thin darts that
Yeah.
zip.
Sexy, like slick, like yeah. It wasn't part of my contract to kill Nima.
Contract. You're still owned. Now you're
Hmm?
owned by credits.
No, because I picked my contract, and I have so many credit. I have so many credits, and he like shakes his side where the jingle like really jingles, and I don't know what to do with it all. So much.
Hmm.
Usually, I have to fix a weapon or an armor or get a wound looked at, but no. And now I have you, and I think he like squeezes even tighter.
And there's this kid of like drunk Raro is not he had on his bingo card this morning.
Yeah.
Sweet. So we do the star wipe as you guys are riding off into the sunset. We star wipe to the pitched battle in Olin's old clinic. Aza Starbreaker and Maz fighting against New Republic soldiers as Olin with the only drawn weapon right now. So let's figure out how we want to
Could
do this.
we take a
Yes.
break before we
Hey, that's a great
get
idea.
into
Let's
this?
do that. Let's take a brief break. So we jump back after our commercial break. We jump back to what was once Allen's clinic, whereupon the three of you, Maz, Aza, and Allen Trazic, are trying to beat up some New Republic soldiers, just escape. I'm not sure what the goal is. I love it though. You start blasting. So I think what we're doing is engaging in a battle. I think you attack someone while under fire, or someone who can and will defend themselves. You're doing battle. Feels like that's what's happening.
Do we want to attack them? I'm going to take Owen's take on this. Do we want to attack them or do we just want to get out?
I'm just trying to get out. I've blaster set to stun. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. Just let me out.
I think
Okay.
because we're in the clinic, right?
Yeah.
And the only other vehicle here is the lot because we were out in the desert and the crate is damaged.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're out in the desert. Crazy damage. The lot came, picked you guys up, came back, and they are setting a forward base up here.
My
And
assumption is there's some New Republic speeder we're gonna steal.
I think if you steal a speeder, it will not be a New Republic speeder, but I'm sure you can steal a
Okay.
speeder. Sounds fun.
Yeah,
Like a
if they
non-speeder bike, but a speeder. Sounds good.
okay. It was just I thought we were just out in the desert somewhere. There wasn't a lot of other stuff.
Oh, no, no, no. All like the lot actually brought all of you guys back, left the crates bait back and brought you back to the clinic. I'm thinking they
Oh,
brought
okay,
you
okay.
back to for
Oh, yeah, yeah,
processing.
yeah. Right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're not looking to defeat these guys, but looking to GTFO, I think that then shifts the mechanical impact to acting under fire. I want all three of you separately to act under fire because you all have different styles. Now, you can also back the play of someone else because you're all working together. But that's how we're going to mechanically figure out how you extricate yourself from this terribleness. So
I will
I
back
I
someone's
have
play.
eye on the door, so if we're just getting out of here, I would like to roll that.
that sounds like the whole reason you bought the move, and you should engage it.
So I think because it says I should name my escape route, I think that's just like Asa pulls her blaster, just shoots, doesn't try to shoot them, just fires a couple of shots to show that she's serious, and then just gets out of there while they're going for cover.
It's a lot of words for things that dice will help you to decide. I want to see how it goes. I do love the narration of understanding what your intent is, though. I was just joking.
Yeah, I mean you have to be able to tell what's going wrong when things go wrong.
Exactly.
Are there choices on that?
Eye on the
Uh,
door. They're um
it's on
7 to 9.
yeah, you can go or stay, but if you go, it costs you leave something behind or take something with you.
Okay.
Honestly, whichever you
I
want.
But
But
it's an
I would
either or.
go.
You're trying to back your play to give more choices, or do you have a
yeah,
different?
I was looking to back Aza's play, I think.
I think you can
Yeah,
still back A as
doesn't.
a play. What I'll do is let
Okay.
you give advantage.
And that's plus HX, correct?
Correct. What did you
Hey,
say, Adish?
plus
I
three.
spoke over you.
No. Sorry. It's not. I don't have options. It's just. But I think I'm cool with going for 7 to 9. That's okay with me.
So I think Allin is shooting the stun rings out of the blaster somewhat wildly, um, and just shouting, "It's all been a misunderstanding."
Terribly sorry for shooting you my way out of this, but you guys, can't capture me.
Here we go. That's a 7.
Okay. I think what that will do is allow you to give advantage, but you're caught up in it. So
Okay.
if this extra die of aces doesn't push you to a 10 plus where you're sweet, you're gone, then the 7 to 9 also impacts all intrinsic.
Should I roll an extra die?
Yeah, roll an extra die. So you got a 1 and a 5 are the dice that you rolled, and that 5 replaces the 1, which means that it goes from an 8 to a 12. Sweet, you're gone. Um, yeah, all of you fire. I think all of you, I think you stunned the lieutenant, Lieutenant Bichelle.
I'm fine with that.
Mhm. And Asa, you're gone. Like you're out of there. You rush out of the clinic, and you see. Hold on, Rich is going to look. Which poor NPC are you going to steal a blaster from, or a speeder from? I think that. Oh yeah, Nactic. Uh, Nactic is waiting outside because he's he's like all in Maz's stuff now, and he's got a speeder truck that he's borrowed from a member of his clan.
I think as Allin's jumping in the back of the speeder truck, you hear him shouting, "Bots!"
So are you already out, Olin?
Yeah, I'm following Aza out.
Yeah,
Sweet.
what's Maz doing? Let's see you act under fire,
Yeah,
Maz.
so Maz is gonna uh make sure everybody gets out and then head out. That's an 8.
Ooh.
Um, and it says you flinch, hesitate, waver, or stall. What does it
Here,
cost me?
yeah, what does it cost you? I think here's what it costs you. You can get out of here, join the others, but to do it, you've got to really hurt this one private, young, green. It just won't give up, and you've got to beat him down hard.
Yeah, I think I do that, and I tell him, you know, as he's crumpling to the ground, it was like, if you look up, we've got a doctor. We'll fix you up. And then I run out the door, jump on the truck.
Okay. And then you guys take off with Noctic coming out, screaming, very upset. You stole his cousin's truck that he was borrowing without asking. And yeah, that's
Maz waves back. It's okay, Noctic.
okay. Where do you guys want to go?
My instinct is to go to the trident. If
Nice.
nothing else, I have my own rides over there. So
Sounds great. I love that.
Okay, so while we're headed that direction, I want to have a little conversation. Obviously, Allen and Maz are in trouble. Asa, what did they see you do other than
well,
run?
I shot at them, not hitting them, but I did start blasting.
So your story now is that you were shooting at us and we took you hostage. So if you need any cover, you didn't do anything wrong.
Hey, I'm not worried about these New Republic goons. They're they never cared about Jakku before. They're gonna leave sooner or later. I just need to lay low for a while.
Truth, I'm just saying that's the cover we've got.
You don't need to cover for me. I'm good.
Okay.
You
So
can
I
you
turned to
can.
Allen.
I mean, you can put it all on me. I can go out in the desert for a month or two and be fine.
I turned to Allen and I'm like, what are we going to do now? I mean, we both heard what your brother said, and you didn't do that. So your brother's help isn't going to be there.
Maz, I'm starting to realize my brother is part of a broken system. They sent me out here into the desert with no supplies, nothing to help anybody, and told me to help everybody. I, I'm throwing my lot in with you. We're going to help the people of Jakku. Really help the people of Jakku.
So I turned to Asa and I'm like, I don't know if we can help. Olin and I can help the people of Jakku. We're just going to bring the New Republic down harder on the people of Jakku. Um, so, you know, I was thinking we should get out so that we don't draw more heat down. Asa, you don't seem to be very motivated to get out. What do you suggest?
I'm not leaving until we've got this ship fixed up. That's my payday.
You know, if we fix up that ship, that might be a way we could leave. But if we leave, we're not helping the people of Jakku.
Yeah, I'm not interested in leaving. I want the money. Uh, I mean, I'm not interested in leaving Jakku. I don't need to stay here.
Olin, is there an area of Jakku where the New Republic isn't interested?
I'm not sure they're interested in any of it. See, I think I don't know. Is that like Rita Sitch, or is that
No, I think
that
it's knowledge you have. Allen came from the outside. I think Allen can bring with him. He knows where the New Republic. I would imagine it would be in the outer rim, not tattoo, lean. No.
No. I mean, is there someplace on Jakku where they wouldn't
They're
be
not
interested?
interested.
Oh,
Like
that's a great question.
Asa said, we could hide out for a little while.
I think
I'm like, well,
maybe like open your brain or something. It went really well.
Ooh,
Don't expect a long box
yeah.
face though.
I'm gonna open my brain.
Sweet.
Where will we really get in trouble? Lead me to Zola. Um, roll plus weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 6. Like,
do you want to fail or do you want someone to back your play?
I kind of want to fail.
Okay.
Okay. On a miss, be prepared for the worst. To the who's driving? The speeder truck. Okay. Asa. Totally cool. Driving the speeder truck, your head is straight to the Trident. Um, trying to figure out, okay, where do we go next? Where's a place we can hide out with a New Republic doesn't care about? All in Tragic, you open yourself up, just sifting your memories. I mean, Olin doesn't know anything about the Force, right? So, what do you imagine? What does Olin Tragic opening his brain to the psychic maelstrom look like?
I'm trying to think. The last time I opened my brain, I think it was a flashback.
It could be
Yeah,
another flashback.
yeah, I think all in, like, we're in this speeder truck now. Like, for a moment, he's like in the back of an ambulance back on Coruscant, or sorry, Corellia. Um, it's the same jostling movement. Um, and there's maybe even Mira is there, like sitting across from him, costume change to show
Yeah,
to.
that's how we know Olin has more hair. That's how we know.
Oh, it has more hair or less
Yeah,
hair.
so
Some of whatever.
oh yeah. Ooh, less hair. I like that. I like that. Yeah, you come in all clean cut. And I think Corporal Matus has this like hollow map up and he taps his finger on an area that as we look at the Jakku map would be area 10. Way, way down south. And he says Reest Key. NR has already given that up. We're not even worried about that place. So
There's
let's
yeah.
not let's not focus on that. Right here near the ridge, that's what's important. That's what we have to build up. And
I
then
rolled a 6, Rich. What's the
and
catch?
then so you have this like, oh, that's the thing. Uh, but then sand blows up to your right, Asa Starbreaker, and then you hear as the LAAT is flying and chasing after you guys. Um, Raro, you are riding with Kinnem, with Jaquera following behind you guys.
Mhm.
When you see an LAAT, you UK have seen the picture, right? Take off out of Nima Outpost. Um, it is going a different direction from where you guys are. What do you do?
Is
Meaning
that
it's not chasing after you, but
yeah?
you know, it's new. It's a new ship.
Hmm.
Let it go. Not worried about it.
I think Rero
Yes, it's a gunship. That's a very good
takes
point.
takes sort of Kiddom's like not hooded. He's wearing the whatchamacallit,
Yeah, it's his it's not a hood, it's a helmet. Helmet, that's
helmeted
the
head.
word.
Yes, this helmeted head,
Yay,
and like
words.
turns it to look at the to look to look at the ship.
Drunk Guerrero. Such a delight. Great. New Republic are here. We need to get off planet. They're just more
I
masters.
have a way. We just have to kill Nima first.
What's your way?
Mm. The Duchess and I had a talk. Jakara belonged to the Duchess, but they're mine right now because I made thing. So we're gonna get rid of Nima, and then we can leave planet, and there's room for me, and I even secured room for you, maybe, and we can go do other places. And there's no like full, and he does like a like this with his hands, no full contract, as if he's sketching out a contract. No full contract made. It's just a light promise or deal, so we don't owe no masters our own choices. But it's off-world, and there's enough space for us and anyone like us. Although Anabi's off planet, and you haven't mentioned anyone else. Um, oh, and my medic. I have to grab her.
The Duchess is another master.
Mm, for her, and I point to Jakara. Doesn't own us.
Hmm. What about that ship? The one you were guarding? This is Kinham revealing he has definitely been following you and watching
Yeah.
you.
Mm, the part harvest?
He's talking about the trident.
Yeah. Isn't that we're like harvesting from it because it's broken?
Uh,
No,
Kinham will say, no, Asa's people are fixing it.
Oh,
And that Mirialan, he pauses, and the
Zola.
GM looks at the camera. Mirialan, that
Miriala.
Mirialan.
Hmm. Zola is great.
She can get it back, and we should take that from them.
Oh, can I spend my hold to be there now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all
Yes.
y'all talking about me?
Zola! And I think from a fucking moving speeder, Rero just launches himself onto Zola in like the only word deep in my 20 for people watching, I am 29, a youth. But in my teenage years there was a magical thing called glomping
I've
that
heard of
existed
such a
on the
phrase.
internet. I don't know if in the ancient times, I don't know if you watching have heard of it. I can only describe as a glomp as Rero throws himself off of this moving speeder onto Zola.
I once went to urbandictionary.com to look up glomp because I saw someone at a cosplay anime themed convention wearing a shirt that said glomp me, and I'm like, I've no idea what that means, but it sounds sexual. I'm looking it up, and it was full on anime style hug
It's just a
tackle.
flying tackle hug.
Yep.
I think
Yes.
Zola does not like hug back. She probably feels, very tense, very, just not as down homesy as she normally is.
Yeah, and I think
She might smell different. I
I
don't
was
know.
about
That's
to
up to
say
you.
Rero's like snuffling at your neck now. I
I
think
mean,
your
it's clear she's
posture's
been through
wrong.
some been through hell,
Yeah.
like
I
sand destroyed a lot of her stuff. Like,
yeah.
I don't know, Rich, do I get like a fun eye color change?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Do you think both eyes have started to
Or
yellow?
maybe just like one.
Yeah. I like the idea of just one.
And Rero's like snuffling around your neck and like probably like nuzzle like because he's drunk and he's like nuzzling against the wounds as if like he's trying to like help it. Fucking drunk cat. Um,
Great seeing you too.
I found Kinum and I beat him and he made a chest go. And Jakara's here and we're gonna kill Nima and contracts and fulfillment and so good. Great night, good night. Why are you so tense?
Well,
These,
I've had a hell of a few days.
Hmm.
Heck of a few days.
Meet Kinum. I like direct us towards Kinum.
I know you. You're the gear cutter.
I reckon I am. What's it to you?
You're fixing the ship we're taking.
Oh, you're taking?
Yes.
Uh, you sure about that? You might want to ask permission first.
And as you
And she says
like have this
ask permission.
oh, that's good. Yeah, per jokes. Uh as you're facing off with Kinum, you hear in your mind a certain Darth. Oh, yes. These little kits will serve us well. Assert your dominance.
Jakara's also right here.
Yeah, no.
Rero and I are trained as pilots for medium class freighters. What can you do
I
Zola's
keep
so
it.
besides
good.
fix
I'm
it?
I'm the one that keeps it flying.
Exactly. You may come with us.
Hmm.
And like Rero's
This
brows.
doesn't sound too bad,
But I have
honestly.
contracts.
Contracts are meant to be broken.
Never broken a contract.
Uh-huh. First time for everything. Let's see. Let's see how things play out first.
Mm. And I think Rero looks to Jakara. Like, what is Jakara doing or thinking or like in this moment? Like, as this is all going on, because essentially this is not good for Jakara's boss.
Yeah, it's terrible for Jakara's boss. Jakara sits back on his sleek little crotch rocket speeder bike there, watching this play out. I wish this conversation had not taken place in front of me, Rero.
Just I have to look up who Jacaro is.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Servant of the Countess.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I have to tell her
Or
that
you
you've
could.
broken faith, or you plan to.
We haven't made any no choices made yet, but you could come with us.
I cannot leave my sister behind.
I guess Ivis could come too.
Not that big a ship,
He looks
folks.
so put upon when he says that. Like, I guess Ivis can come too.
No, she will hunt us. It is
Mm.
too dangerous for you.
She your sister, or she the count, the Duchess, or...
My sister would not come with us.
but she'd hunt you.
The Countess would set her after me, and she will hunt me down
His
and
accountant's
drag me
different
back.
than the Duchess.
Sorry, Rich always flips these, and I am
Okay,
really, really sorry.
it's okay. It's all
The
right.
Duchess. The Duchess will order.
Maybe those two just call her Countess for some reason. I don't
Maybe Rich just has problems with words. I don't know.
know. Ugh, noble titles are dumb.
Eh. disagree.
No, I will not leave my sister, and I will not allow her to hunt me down. You should reconsider this duplicity.
All right. Well, I
Or
what duplicity's going on other than like us screwing over a Starbreaker?
I counter, destroy Nima, and then leave.
if we destroy Nima, that fixes that does the thing. So we destroy Nima and then we leave. And we have two options. We have the ship Zola's been repairing, or we have the Duchess's ship, which has nice warm places and nice cold places and more chiss wine and lots of space for all of us. And I talked about that beforehand. I said I may have a mechanic and I have a medic and I may have more me's. More me's.
Zola encounter. This is what is going on right now.
Rara's just
Can
so
you smell the wine on your
Oh
breath?
yeah, he
Okay,
reeks
all
of like
right,
chiss wine. Yeah.
right. Okay.
Strong chiss liquor.
I don't want to jab a stim in you to sober you up. But all right. So let's the try to investment. I gotta get back to fixing it anyway. So
Kill
you
Nima
want help?
first.
You want help killing someone though? Is that what I'm hearing?
We have to kill Nima the Hutt because Nima the Hutt wants to kill me.
All right. Well, I can't have that. You're my bodyguard.
Right. And my cook. My cook. We also have my cook. What's her name? Like, I don't remember, and neither does Raro
All
remember.
right.
What was her name? The Twi'lek?
Oh, it was, I was looking at it just earlier. Her name is Yalsa.
Yalsa, yeah. Oh, was it Yalsa? I thought.
Maybe it
No.
wasn't.
No, it was not Yalsa. It was someone else.
There's so many Twi'leks in this game. I'm
Rana.
confused.
Oh no,
Rana.
it's not
Oh,
a
she's
Twi'lek. It's for
Togruta.
Garuda. That's K fucking up. Sorry.
Rich also went along with it, so there you go. Former slave of Nima, rescued by Rero, offered to pay him with herself and her services as a cook. There you go, Rana.
Well, it offered herself. Somehow it's landed on Cook right now. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what Rero thinks is happening.
Yes. So now we'll have a cook, we'll have a medic, and we'll have an amazing ship. And they've got room and it smells real good. In fact, I think he pulls out like the vial and just spritzes fucking Zolgol right in the goddamn face with that smell thing that he got from, from the Duchess.
Okay. Calm down, hon.
Mm. Hmm. And his like tail is just going. So can we kill him? Can we kill Nemo the Hutt? Can we? Can we? Can we?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, sure.
He said kill him.
Oh.
I guess.
I think he jumps from Zola to Kinnem in another clomp. Because that's just where he is right now.
Kinnem will catch you. He's aware of this glomping now and prepared for it. So he does the like twist and turn you onto your back that scratches your face because he thinks that will calm you down.
No, it's a dog thing. No, cats wouldn't. So I think he just starts purring and is like distracted. So if if the people who aren't drunk want to have a
What's
conversation,
happened to you, Zolagol? Something has changed. Your eye, your presence.
You, and you know this why? That's not really any of your business now, is it?
You're a way we can get off of this planet.
Yeah, my skills are fine. Thank you.
But something has
Kindly.
changed. You're different.
Yeah, this happens when you get stuck out in a sandstorm. You get a bit more ornery.
Hmm. Well, we are allies now.
Apparently, I can pull my weight.
I agree. As a mechanic, as a mechanic, I trust that you will fix the Trident attack ship. You should come with us. We will take you there.
All right. Hops on the little speeder bike that they're on, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't
I think there's not enough room for three, so someone's going to have to ride with Jakara. Either
Um,
Rero or Zolagol.
Rero will then glomp go to Jakara. So does Jakara catch Rero?
Jakara tries to dodge?
Do we roll? How do we?
Nice.
Just roll a d6. On a 4, 5, 6, he is unsuccessful in dodging the glomping. On a 1, 2, 3, you end up pitching forward, like going over the speeder bike and pitching
Oh,
into the 2.
pitch over the speeder bike. He like, but it like seamlessly turns into like a very well like tuck and roll,
Sure.
like, and then he gets up and he gets onto the bike, like gets up, is a little unsteady and has to like steady himself to stand straight for a second, and then does not walk a straight line back onto the speeder where Jakara is.
I'm ordered to watch over you. I'm not above stunning you and lashing you to the speeder bike.
And I think Raro's response to that is simply to get on the speeder bike and get real close to Jakara and like just like put their arms around them like they're holding them, they're behaving, and put their head like on their shoulder and start purring kind of into her ear.
Jakara does not argue about that. And yeah, we might have all of the PCs in the same place soon. That's the whole campaign's goal. I wrote a manifesto at the beginning. I want all 5 PCs in the same spot. And in the penultimate game, I may achieve my goal, but you must escape an LAAT, which is where we cut to. Ace and Starbreaker, you are under attack. We are not going to engage the vehicle rules. We did that. We don't have to do it again. I like my sanity. But you should probably act under fire or bad things are going to happen.
That sounds fair. I'm just making sure I don't relevant move, and I do
We have
not.
a vehicle, so you could use behind the wheel as well, I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I'm behind the wheel. What do you roll? Uh,
Standard move for vehicles. When you're behind the wheel and you let your vehicle off the leash, roll plus cool.
yeah, do it.
We'll say this has generally the same stats as your little speeder truck that you paid for.
Sure. That's a 9.
Okay, that's
Would you like
good.
some help?
Yeah, you should get.
Sure.
Okay. Maz has a 3 with you. Ooh. And I think what Maz is doing is sizing up the people who are in the LAAT to see like where they'll go and what they're trying to do. Oh, that's only a 7. So, yeah. So
Okay.
that should be like a +1 to get you to a 10.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fair. That's fair
yeah.
enough. Sweet. So you're trying to size them up. Here's what you get, Maz. Um, they are priming a small but operable ion cannon on this LAAT. Their plan is to disable this speeder truck.
Because I've heard that sound before, and I lean over to Aza and I'm like, they've got a cannon. They've got an ion cannon.
Tell me when it's ready to fire.
Holland's shooting rapidly, like stun bolts and stuff, just to.
Sweet. Yeah, just so we're clear, it's coming forward. It's about to pass over you guys. Um, you do not see the doors aren't open. The soldiers aren't in the middle. I always imagined the LAT like a Bell Huey, like a helicopter from like Vietnam era movie style stuff. But yeah, it has an ion cannon that's on a little like rotatey turret, like on a ball turret type thing, and it is what the co-pilot is trying to aim at you as it's passing overhead, Aza. You are able to make a 10 plus. So how is it that you avoid the first shot of the ion cannon?
I think just partly like driving a bit erratically. I know where because I assume there's some kind of trail going out to
Yeah, yeah.
there, but I know where I can like veer off the path to throw them off. There's some rocks I can like be behind for a second or two here and there. So just making myself a hard target.
Sweet. So it's like there's an ion cannon blasts down and you dodge out of the way and dust kicks up or sand dust sand kicks up and you continue on ahead. You see the like one of the tentacle things of the Trident class assault ship, and your people have obviously seen the LAAT in the sky, so they're gonna try to come out and figure out what's up. They're not immediately like New Republic attacking, going to attack it, but you know, they're going to stick their nose in this. This could go very poorly. What do you do about that, Asa?
Oof. I think I think my only thought is to get to my like either get inside the trident or get to my own rides because I think uh, my speeder is a bit more heavily armored and probably better to stand up to this. But I think primarily just get inside the trident because if my people are there, then these New Republic uh, troops they're not going to be able to take
Okay.
that.
Okay. Cool. So, uh, Maz, there's a lot of chaos going on here. Um, Allen's firing uselessly. You are trying to help Asa as she pilots the speeder truck. What are you doing?
Great. Um, I'd like to have a little bit of a flashback. I'd like to roll my fingers in every pie move. Because Noctic was there whenever we took off. We took his
That's right.
van. Noctic and his crew are my security um on the crates bait.
That's right.
So they were there to pick me up and everything. And I think I'm going to put up the word basically that let me make sure. Yeah. Put the word, with Noctic that we need to be protected. Um, and what I'm specifically looking for is that we took off in the van and maybe Noctic and his crew jumped on the LAAT, right?
Like they're
Stowed
hidden
on.
on the LAAT?
Like they're stowaways,
Oh,
right?
that's amazing. Yes,
Yeah.
hidden on the LAAT. This
Yeah.
sounds problematic in every way, and I am here for it.
And that is plus cool. Okay. So let me roll that and see what happens. That is an 11, and it shows up for you just like magic. So I think that Noctic and his crew are on the LAAT, and, you know, whenever the Republic starts to fire on us, I think they're gonna do everything that they can to bring down the LAAT. This might be sabotage, or I don't think directly fighting with, soldiers is something that they'd be very good at, but,
No, I don't
you
think
know,
they're crazy enough to
bringing
try
it
to do
down
that.
might help.
Yeah, yeah. So the thing, fires off a couple shots from the ion cannon, Aza, as it passes by, and then you see a small explosion in the aft of the LAAT, and then smoke trail, and then the thing wobbles a little bit, and then boom, it slams into a dune and kind of skids down the other side of it. Uh, yeah, that is that is wild.
Was that one of you?
Um, that was one of my people. Um, and I think that we might need to take out any of the soldiers. And I look over at Olin, like, take out any of the soldiers, but you know, maybe they're not that that ship isn't going to be harassing us as much. Let's go back up my people.
You got it. And I kind of like, since it's a speeder, I assume just like doing a bootlegger turn is pretty
Oh
easy.
yeah.
You just spin around and then you're going backwards for a bit until you till it catches up with the moving forward. Yeah.
Over your comm, Aza, because they would know your signal. You get a contact from Draft. Hey, we see you up that way. We saw that rebel gunship. You need backup?
Yeah, wouldn't mind. Just try not to kill them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably bring a lot of heat, right?
Yeah. Um, just show of force. If you got anything that can stun, use it.
We'll figure something out on our way.
Good to hear.
Cool. So you guys are gonna try to rush forward and save the the Jawas who are your security mods. This is great. This is great. What a great idea. I love this. Um,
Plus, there's a
it's
gunship.
yeah,
Who
that's
couldn't
true.
use a gunship? Yeah.
Oh my goodness, man. This is I really did not expect this. This is wild. Wild, I tell you. Wild.
So, as we're approaching the, I guess we have to go like defending. Allen is going for the cockpit of the LAAT.
Okay, cool. Uh, you guys are still in the speeder truck, right? So you can get up on it pretty quickly, come up over the dune, and you see that it's billowing smoke. The door is open. Several of the soldiers are climbing out. Um, and the Jawas are running towards you guys. We'll say there are like five of them. And one of the New Republic troopers spots them and says, "Oh, that's them!" And they start firing on the Jawas because they're saboteurs. So obviously, this is the right choice. Uh, what do you do?
Allen's
I'm
going to
just
put
trying to
his.
get there to like if we can position if I can like position the speeder between the Jawas and the troopers. Um, because I assume the speeder is better at taking fire than a
Yeah,
Java.
that sounds good. Do we have a defend move? I don't think we really have. So I think well, it's just we never do this. No, it doesn't feel like try something challenging. It's just act under fire. I think with the goal of defending these people.
Yeah, I am fine with that. Get a 7. So
Ooh.
clinch, hesitate, waver, or stall. Um, think like stall as in physically the speeder stalls.
Ooh, I like that. That's cool.
like takes a shot to the engine and starts smoking and
Nice. We cut to Zola and Rero. You were approaching the Trident and saw that LAA gunship overhead. Ex Something in the engine explodes and then it crashes. Uh, do you continue towards the Trident or go to check out the crash?
Whose speeder am I riding on? So I'm
You're
like,
on
hey,
Kenums.
You're on Kinham's.
all right,
Yes.
yeah, let's check that thing out. Maybe there's parts we can salvage.
All right. And he
Uh,
just does the thing that you ask, because it's kind of part of his programming.
yeah, we have things to unpack. And Rero kind of just nods towards Jacarda, like, we're following Kenum and Zola.
No problems. So you guys come upon these Jawas being fired on. You see Asa. We recognize Asa in the pilot, uh, not the pilot, but in the front seat of the speeder truck, trying to protect the Jawas. And then the speeder truck kind of stalls out on them. Um, that's a that's a whole lot going on. So, Solical, I think you have things you can do at a distance. I'll ask you first. What's your reaction? What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm gonna read a situation. That probably makes the
Ooh,
most
what?
sense.
We don't read situations here. We make situations, but okay.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Like, are Alan, you said, well, the three other players are trying to protect the Jawas or what?
I think it looks
Okay.
like Asa at least was trying to protect the Jawas from the New Republic soldiers on the
Oh,
crashed
okay. Yeah,
LAAT.
then like, yeah, let's just attack the New Republic then. Like, well, I like them. I don't really care about so like if they're fighting the New Republic soldiers, I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess I'm gonna back them up.
How are you attacking?
Well, might as well. I have this move. Let's try and use it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
Uh-huh.
the Maelstrom Manifest. Let's
Oh
try
dear
it.
Lord. Yes, yes, but also
It's not like I
horror.
got a
Yes.
blaster gun, but you
This is the first time we've seen this.
yeah.
You're on the back of Kinnem, aka Crixustain's Harley style speeder bike.
Yeah.
When you bring this to bear, what does it
Yeah,
look
so like
like?
I'm leaning over and I guess like I don't know, I can hear the voice. It was like, come on, give in. It's like,
Hmm.
I'm like, all right, yeah. Uh, cause, she's like, all right, maybe, you know, this is mutually beneficial. Let's see how much of a cover I can provide for people. As, she's reaching out. Maybe it's like probably trying to like, she reaches the hand out as because that's just how this works in the world. That's how fictionally it makes
Mm-hmm.
it so much
Mm-hmm.
easier to control to like whip the sands
There's
around.
always somatic components with
Yeah, of
force
course.
powers.
Yeah.
That's my
So
D&Dism for the month. We're like halfway point of the month. I got to work in my D&Dism.
so
Sorry.
it's like a localized sandstorm that she's trying to whip up.
Oh, so Darude.
So what?
No one will ever get that, but I'll always make that joke. I made it several times a few weeks ago in the same game.
All right. All right. So what is this move wise? Attack someone in
That is a
battle?
great question.
Because it can't
I
like
believe it
I
just
cannot focus
happens.
one person, so
I think it just happens. You
oh,
unleash
okay.
the world's psychic maelstrom as a destructive physical force. Environ,
Sigh.
close, far, can't be brought to bear on a specific target. It's psi at your psi level, Now,
two.
here's what that means. Environ means it affects an area,
Yeah.
and it does 4 harm per psi. That is 8 harm. Hmm.
Well, well,
Oh, Zola, go.
I, I didn't know. I just figured it did 2 harm.
Thank you, Stephen, by the way, for the link in our chat.
All it
One
is
day,
running like
All right.
at the LAAT. I love this. I
Right.
might get thrown backwards.
yeah, yeah. So do we think this is like Eye of a Hurricane thing, or do you want me to bring in a thing
I want you to,
awesome?
yeah.
Olin, you're running down the dune. I literally have Sandstorm playing in the back of my in the background now because it's like such a great song. You're running down the dune. Everything starts to shift. You see the sand running ahead of you, and then a fin appears through the sand. Uh, you're nearly there, Olin. The New Republic soldiers, the sand underneath their feet, like you see one of them, it's almost like quicksand. They're looking around, and then up, up comes, uh, well, you know, a certain thing comes up like a dune sandworm, and we don't have a scale, but the LAAT fits in its mouth. You know this because it does that. And then it pitches back down into the sand, and then see and then finally a tail. And Zola Gol, you hear, ah, my pet has arrived. And I think we stopped the session right there. Like that seems like a thing that we do.
Wild. Buck fucking wild. Buck fucking wild.
All right. Thank you
Suddenly,
for
it
letting me
doesn't
do
feel
that.
like Nima is the biggest of our problems anymore.
No, it's Zola Gol.
No, Zola's our friend.
No.
Can't prove nothing.
I had a plan.
Well,
When your plan just got
Everyone has a
swallowed by a
plan
purple
until a
worm.
sandstorm eats the new
look,
rebel.
it's like they say in The Flash, make a plan, things go wrong, throw away the plan.
Plan.
Make a
You
new
guys,
plan.
oh my goodness. You guys, I actually at one point in the play-by-post for the Guardians of the Galaxy section of the Masks game, I promise this is quickish. I asked ChatGPT to have Phyla-Vell describe how Rocket Raccoon's plans work, and it was totally that. He makes a plan, it's really complex, it never works, but he always has backups, and it was just great. It was such a fun description of how a PC would do a thing. Uh, so let's do our end of session stuff, friends, because we have reached the end of our session. I am going to start again in the middle. Alan Trazic, choose someone who knows you better.
Uh man. Between Maz and Aza.
Oh, actually, um, I think choose at most 2. If more than one character knows you better, choose at most 2.
Okay. Um, you know, Aza wasn't there when I grabbed the blaster.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
so I think Maz. I could if I could choose to, I'll choose both. They could
Yeah,
both take plus one,
I
I
that's
think.
why I read
Okay.
it. It
Okay.
literally in the revised rules says you can choose 2.
So we get +1 age check with Olin,
Correct.
right?
With Olin.
Yes.
Okay, Olin, stay with you. Are you satisfied with the galaxy and your place in it?
No.
I'm so
I was gonna
surprised.
I was gonna like radio the New Republic and tell them that like the people they sent are like in with the hut and they're shooting at me. Oh well, too late now.
Okay. And then does your um scavenge shoot does your scavenge choice still hold true?
Uh, yeah, sure.
Okay. It's two improvements for you. Then I am going to jump over to Raro. Raro, who knows you better?
Definitely Zola Goal. You got to witness drunk Kitty Raro.
Are you satisfied with the galaxy and your place in it?
Not currently, no.
Mark
I
an
got
improvement.
choices. Oh,
Does your scavenge choice still hold true?
yes.
Okay. Then we jump over to Zola Goal. Who knows you better?
Yeah,
Besides
Raro.
a Darth.
Yeah. Raro.
Darth Nahirix. Raro, totally awesome. Are you satisfied with the galaxy and your place in it, Zola Goal?
No, I am possessed. There's a ghost in my body. It's not great. Don't love it.
Does your scavenge choice still hold true?
I'm gonna just say no, just so I don't have to get another improvement. I'm like, that's too many.
Too many indeed.
Somebody else opened up a chop shop.
I mean, isn't this a perfect opportunity for you to retire to safety? It seems like you're in a
Clearly.
really good spot. So
So I think because I switched playbooks, I'd have to get 5 more playbooks
You
before I
do.
can do
You
that.
do.
Or five
Yeah.
more advances before I can do that.
Yeah.
So
You do.
actually fine. No, I'll say, yeah, it still holds the same. Give me that advance. Why not?
Yeah, take it. Take it, take it, take it.
I'll get another brain picker move.
Yeah,
Or some
man. You
or some
need it.
gear.
You need
Ooh, some
it.
gear.
One
Yeah.
session left. Take it.
Yeah. All right. Done and
Thank
done.
you, Andesh, and helping me to create the downfall of Zola Goal. Darth Goal. Darth Goals. Mm-hmm. Aza, who knows you better?
definitely Moz, and I think yeah, uh, yeah, I'd say all in. He was there for the whole thing. I was thinking about Zola maybe, but she's just in the last. Yeah, Moz
So,
and Olin.
so who'd you go with?
Uh, both I think both Moz and Olin. We've been
Do
together
it. Do it.
going through this whole thing.
Go with the meta. All right, awesome. Are you satisfied with the galaxy and your place in it, Ace of Starbreaker?
No,
So
I am
disappointed.
not.
Nobody's ever satisfied with their place in the galaxy in this game. It's just
No, I have been satisfied before. There were times when Rara was satisfied.
Yeah, I think I may have been once or twice, but
just joking. I'm
definitely
just
not now.
joking. I'm being face-tious, otherwise pronounced as facetious. And then does your scavenge choice still hold true?
Yes.
Excellent. Moz, who knows you better? I know you feel the social pressure of choosing two because they both chose two. And then who are you going to make feel sad, Greg or Anesh? I don't know. What do you choose?
No, absolutely. Allen and Asa know me better. Number one, Allen, because I backed up his play with him, pulling the gun. And Asa, I just stepped out of prison and Asa was like, let's go. Let's do it. So yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Are you satisfied with your place in the galaxy?
No, we're wanted fugitives.
You are now. And then does your scavenge choice still hold true?
Um, It's the one, yes. The one that I have is my venue just barely keeps me alive, and I think just barely keeping me alive is a good way of explaining
Approximation
this.
of
Yeah.
how things have gone. Yeah, sounds good. Awesome. We've gone through the session and now it is time for wishes. We start with wishes so we can end with stars. Who has wishes for session 11, our final session of season 1? Okay, speak
Jeez,
up.
yeah, I was raising my hand. I have 3.5 wishes.
Oh my.
Yeah, I know. First obvious wish, kill Nemo. Uh, Second semi-obvious wish, um, have Rero sober up at some. Give us a reason to get Rero sobered up a bit.
Let's just stipulate at the beginning of next session, Rero has sobered up.
Yeah, or someone can stab him with something that will sober him up.
Oh,
Whatever.
maybe Allen gives him a
Yeah,
stop drunk drug.
yeah, stop doing drug. As much as I am very much enjoying playing drunk Rero, the finale needs a more serious tone, or at least a non-entirely intoxicated character. There was that. That was the half. I would love to possibly make one of those roles I mentioned in the side chat, and or in general just figure out which option A or B Rero's going with, which is, which is essentially which area does he take his little crew of misfits either onto the Duchess's ship or onto a stolen version of ship whose name I'm forgetting. I want to say it starts with a T.
Okay. I don't
Um,
normally read the chat. I occasionally will glaze over,
oh,
so
okay.
I don't know.
You thumbs up it or something, or 100. It was basically when I was like, oh shit, I should have actually made a move instead of just having fun drunk
Oh, right,
chatting.
right, right. Yeah, you're right. That's true. Yes, I did.
So,
Yes, there should have been a move
yes,
engagement there.
but we were having too much fun playing drunk kids.
It's true. Okay.
Um, and then my last wish is a sort of a reiteration of something from the top of the board, which is season 2, baby.
All right. Cool. Thank you, Kay. Who else has wishes for the final session?
Mine's like less about the game because I think everything's set up pretty great. Uh, the brain picker. So on the character keeper, the brain picker drop down is not. If you could like help fix it, like because it doesn't
Yeah.
have like the current moves, and I
Yeah,
keep
I need
pasting
to.
things, and I'm like I'm probably fucking this whole sheet up. But
Oh, well, it's our sheet now. But yeah, I'll go through.
so I'm like, wait a
So
second, eerie presence is not even an option for me according to the playbook.
sorry.
That's
I
not your
did
fault.
not.
Nobody
That
was
didn't.
playing a brain picker at the time, so
I know, but I knew you were moving to it. I should have gone in and made sure that the lookup was compliant. Sorry about that.
it's okay. Just like yeah, if you have time to do that, great. If not, I can just copy and paste stuff.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate your understanding, and I'll do better. Okay. Any other wishes?
I mean, look, we're gonna fight a freaking sandworm thing. Maybe I don't know. I don't think anybody here is qualified to help unpossess a person, but a girl can dream. Hey, what's going on? Yeah. You know, that's, but yeah, looking forward to it. Let's see shit get crazy.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Chili. Who's next with wishes?
I can go next with wishes. I think everything's been pretty well set up. I don't really have too many wishes. Um, I think there's probably some maneuvering at the beginning of next session, but then we're making the move, and things are going to happen, and it's not going to be pretty.
Cool. Then Andesh, Steven, either of you have any wishes?
I can't think of anything. I do like that, we ended the session with everyone all together. Um, I think we will have a coherent plan of taking out Nima and then leaving. I think is kind of just the two pieces I know of. Some of us leaving, not Asa.
Collecting our shares, right?
If you leave, you're not getting any shares. That's
Your share is leaving. Cool. Love it. Adesh, any wishes for you?
not really. I'm just happy to see how terrible things will end.
Do you have any stars then, Adesh?
Yeah, super fun. Really cool to get everyone together for, especially for the last session. That's really good. Enjoyed drunk Raro and Zola's possession was really cool. Both the scene where it happened and Zola dealing with it. Like the person with the brain powers getting someone in their brain is fun. And my Aza's and Olin's and Moz's breakout was also a lot of fun. That whole action sequence. So
It felt
yeah,
very Old West to me for some reason,
yeah,
which was
very.
fun, like a saloon fight.
Hmm. Busting out of the town jail.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Cool. Thank you, Andesh. Fairly appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed. Steven, you're up next with any stars.
Yeah, that haven't been taken. I appreciate, I really liked, Drunk Raro and the dark scene. Okay, I'm gonna give you a star, Rich, which is the recordings that you had ready. Those were amazing. Those were really good. And Olin, I liked, I didn't expect you to just jump the lieutenant or the corporal, whoever it was, and grab their gun. That was an interesting shock. So that was fun. And then Asa just popping up and being like, "Yeah, I'm in for this. Let's do it." I'm like, that was good too. So yeah.
It felt very Star Warsy, like Old West and also Star Warsy. Just, yeah, you're in it. You know, poor No Republic guys. I actually thought they were doing the right thing. It's great. Thanks, Steven. I appreciate it. Up next is Greg. Do you have any
Uh,
stars that were left out there?
Start a Will for joining us ever so briefly. That was amazing. Um, Loved that. Start to you, Rich, for I'm sure, reaching out to Will and having him do that. That was great.
Star to
Um,
Will.
I really loved Jolene. I loved you having Zola just appear like what that Mary Ellen, the one in the sand who just popped out of
Yes.
nowhere, um, with her weird different eyes. That was great. And then yeah, the Maz and Asa just going with it. And Steven, the having the the Jawas have jumped on the back of the LAAT and just pulling something out and whoa as it crashes into the
Houdini!
sand. I loved it.
Yay. Thank you so much, Greg. Jolene, any stars?
Yeah, I mean, look, the cameo was great. Look, this whole Sith temple thing that you planned and getting possessed was like, yeah, look, I gotta roll my worst stat here to keep my shit together, and I'm not gonna do well. So, and it's great. I did not expect uh two side damage to equal 8 harm. And is the max harm someone can take 6 harm?
Pretty much like regular
Okay.
NPCs, they were
To be fair, you
obliterated.
were aware of this from discussions from episode 2 or 3.
That was so long ago. I'm not gonna be held accountable for that.
It was wicked.
I
I was
wasn't
so
in.
excited.
Oh wait, no, I wasn't in session 1 or 3. I don't remember. But
I'm not holding you responsible. It's all good.
no, I love it. It's great. I'm like, yeah, you're like each size 4 harm. I'm like, what? Yeah, no, it's great. This was a delight. Drunk Raro was very fun. Like, what's going on? Because like now Raro is very happy, and Zola is like, I'm not happy right now.
Yeah, it was good. It's good stuff. Cool. Finish this up. Okay. Any stars that
Uh,
were left out there?
yeah, I'm gonna once more bang on the drum. That is those clips, that cameo, that stuff was so fucking amazing, Rich. Like, what a love letter to love letter. That was gorgeous and beautiful, and I loved it. And I also loved how while it was gorgeous and beautiful, it also completely partially fucked up Greg's plan as Alan to be like it's an undercover mission. That also made me giggle. That was great. Stars to Jolene for already changing the art and the yellow eye already. And for like, yeah, as you just kind of mentioned, the sort of shift we had there because we had drunk Raro who kind of had no filter and everything like that versus Zola. So like it was very much an a switch or like juxtaposition against that scene of them eating in Maz's diner where she was trying to teach him emotions and talk to him about emotions and then he was all emotions and she was all held back now. um that was really great. Absolutely loved that. Yeah, star to Aza's fucking like always got your back, girl. Like she's so reliable, and it makes me Kay feel slightly bad for what Raro may or may not do in the final episode, depending on roles and shenanigans. And then Steven, oh, Ma's having his heart of gold, being ready to like go down and be like, you can do good in the world. I'm just a used up old, man, information. And then, I'll end up being willing in the back and forth, and then it turning into a shootout, and then, the Jawa. Yeah, I love Jawas. It was, yeah, so great. So many stars, all the stars. Oh, also specific stars to Rich, even though we should have done roles, but I do love the fact that Raro has been put in the position. Like he had sort of these two sides, or at least two different ones. IK will try to make them into one. I will try to force that to happen. But the fact that there is, like Jakara, Kinum, and like these two sort of pathways, but I'm going to try to forge them into one in the final game, but we'll see.
Cool.
I would like to sorry, going back to wishes just for a second.
Yeah.
I was gonna unlock a game changer. Mechs, no. The it doesn't really follow for Allen in particular as a character, but I would love for the last session to also have that sandstorm return. Maybe with a little bit of Darth Nihil, looking for the phonetics. Nihilx. Like a crack is opened in the ground from where Zola went, and there is a sandstorm pouring forth. Just to add a little more atmosphere to and that's it. That's the whole game changer. Big storm.
Cool. Sounds good. This was wonderful. Really enjoyed the session. You guys rock. We are going to end with a bang. Season 1 will be ended with bangs, many bangs, lots of bangs, so many bangs. You guys, the most bangs. I've talked to scholars, and they're just amazed at the amount of bangs that we weave
The
in.
Big Bang.
We just weave in all the bangs.
And everyone
the
heard
biggest
is
bang.
that season 1, so
That's right. I can't help myself.
Season 2 is going to start. Oh my god.
I have a rules question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody's used it. I think one of the advances that came out like with the last update was the advanced. You can advance all the moves, right? And there's a special advanced move thing. Is that an option?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'm like 1 XP away from, and I think that's what I'll choose. I just wanted to check in.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome.
I wanted to take that. I mean, that does not prevent you taking it, Stephen, but I had the option to take something and I was boring and just up to stat. But what if I take the improvement thing?
Yeah.
Can someone share a link either in here or in the Discord to the?
Yeah, I'll see about doing that.
yeah, is that because it's not on the list of advanced.
It's in the ungiven future stuff, right?
It is. So basically, one of the updated things, one of the errata said, add to each playbook,
Okay.
advance the moves. And I didn't
Cool.
realize it was a single move. So let me see if I can find that.
Don't worry about it. I'm linking everybody because I'm just linking
Okay.
everybody in the old Discord channel filled with amazing miniatures and occasional cat pictures. There you go.
I can put pictures of the gazpacho in there instead if you want.
wasn't complaining. I was just stating that's what's in there.
Oh, I was joking. I was joking.
Okay. Uh, I'm very happy that my research on Sith Temple Guardians, because I wanted to have a Guardian, realized that, like, of course, there's nothing as much official as, giant Reddit threads that go 46 different directions, but someone said no Sith would agree to be a Guardian for a temple, and I'm like, shit, that makes a lot of sense. But there are such things as Sith spawn, which is where they use the Force and genetic manipulation to create monsters. So I was so happy that I got to like use the pet. So happy. That was like one of my happiest moments. I didn't want to take Jolene using a cool move away by saying, but when you said, no, go ahead, do the thing, I got to do. And sandworms are like very Dune, but also we have so much Dune influence in Star Wars that I feel that the
Oh
two
yeah.
are in conversation with each other. So, sorry,
Dune doesn't have a monopoly on sandworms because Beetlejuice exists.
that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Beetlejuice. Real
By the way,
quick.
Beetlejuice sequel, highly recommend. Really enjoyed it.
I saw it. It was fine.
Highly
I didn't
recommend.
love it as much.
Really enjoyed it, but I'm all in on Beetlejuice. So
Yeah.
I took my first, this is how old I am, friends.
Yeah.
I took my very first date to see Beetlejuice. So it
Nice.
has a very, very warm spot in my heart because we like made out before the trailers finished.
Nice.
It was
First time.
great.
It's fun seeing that same.
So
Monica
happy with that
Bellucci-
movie.
Monica
Anyway,
Bellucci looks so incredible. So
she is such a lovely individual. She's so pretty. All right. See you
Yep.
guys.